Hey guys, sorry that my TNA review is late. Um, been having technical difficulties, so it's been hard to produce my videos on time like I used to. But I'm getting that fixed, so within 2 to 3 weeks I should be doing my videos back on schedule how I used to before my month YouTube absence. My videos is going to be back to the way they was before I was absent from YouTube for almost a month. So sorry that my review is kind of late. Well, it is late. It's 3 days late, but it's here. Um, I just couldn't do it, but hopefully I have next week's TNA Impact review on time. That's what I'm striving for. I gave this TNA Impact, I gave it a 9 out of 10. One was because Jeff Hardy wasn't on there, and two is because Hulk Hogan wasn't there. I know he's so-called injured, but it just didn't seem like TNA without Hulk Hogan being there. So I gave it a 9 out of 10. It was still a good show though. It was in Orlando, Florida. Sting, in the opening of the show, Sting, Austin Aries, Kurt Angle, they all come out and say that they have a hit out for the Aces and Eight, the group that has been attacking people. They attacked Kurt Angle last week. They attacked Hulk Hogan. They attacked Sting. They attacked Sam Shaw. The Aces and Eight have been attacking everybody. And then Bobby Roode comes out and basically says that James Storm has been behind the attacks of the Aces and Eight, that he's the leader behind it. And then James Storm attacks Roode because he was mad. Then, that is the end of that. Then we have some tag team action after that. Females, that TNA knockouts. Gail Kim and Madison Rayne versus Tara and Mickie James. 4 minutes. It's only 4 minutes long. It was a good match, but Madison Rayne was able to pull off the win. Even though her winning was kind of controversial, as you would say, Madison Rayne pulled off the win. And then we had Gut Check. After that, we had Sam Shaw versus Douglas Williams, who was from the United Kingdom. From what I saw, Sam Shaw, he was okay. I mean, he didn't really impress me. He was defeated. It was only 3 minutes long. I mean, I think he could have did better. I don't know if last week being attacked by the Aces and Eight kind of messed up his mind or anything, even though it happened last week. I just thought he could have did better. He didn't really impress me with that match, but he's able to get a TNA contract after that. So obviously they elected him. And then we have Chavo Guerrero debuts, which is what they've been talking about, which is kind of the main focus of the show. The Guerrero family has had a good name in the wrestling industry. Eddie Guerrero, he passed away in 2005, I think. Vicky Guerrero. I mean, Chavo's a good wrestler. He didn't really succeed in WWE as much. I mean, he had tag team championships belt, but he wasn't like up there. He's a good wrestler, but he didn't really make an impact in WWE. I don't know if it's because of his wrestling skills or they just wasn't using him properly. I don't know, but he's a good wrestler. He debuts. He got a good reaction from the crowd. He was attacked. Then he was interrupted by these two guys. I don't really know their names. And they tried to ambush him, but then Super Mechs came out, became a 2-on-2. They was able to fend the guys off, and then the segment ends like that. But it was good to see Chavo Guerrero back in the ring. I haven't seen him in a ring. Last time he's in WWE, I want to say it's been 2 years, maybe 2.5. And then Angle and James Storm talking backstage, a video of that. Angle just wanted to make sure that James Storm wasn't behind the Aces and 8. Then we had a Bound for Glory series. We have AJ Styles versus Storm. It was a good match. Any match that AJ Styles in is good. AJ Styles was a good wrestler. I haven't been watching TNA that long, but for the few matches that I've seen, he's a good wrestler. And James Storm's a good wrestler also. And he's leading the Bound for Glory series. So, obviously that says something. They put everything out there. It was a good 10-minute match. They just left everything out there. They put everything out for it. They went for it. I would have liked to see a winner of the match. The Aces and 8 came out and they attacked both of them. I wanted to see who would have won that match. It was a good match. Hopefully we'll get a rematch of that soon, but it would have been nice to see a winner of the match. But it is what it is. James Storm is still getting accused of being behind the Aces and 8 attacks. I have no idea who's behind them. I don't know. It could be anybody, really. Then we had a gut check, like I said earlier, for the TNA contract. And Sam Shaw was able to get the contract. He's able to convince Taz to say yes to him. So that's good. So you have to look out for Sam Shaw. Hopefully he makes an impact on TNA Impact. Who knows? You have to watch out and look for him. Then we had Zema Ion versus Kenny. Throughout the whole show, Austin Aries was backstage in a room with like 6 guys picking people who would go against Zema Ion. He finally narrowed it down to Kenny. It was for the X Division Championship belt. There was a lot of high flying in the match. It was a good match. Good match. High flying, very physical, very technical match. But Zema Ion was able to pull off the win because Bobby Roode interfered in the match. So his interference was able to give Zema Ion the upper hand, and he was able to pull off the win. Then Bully Ray was backstage, basically talking about how he's not concerned about the Aces and 8 attacking people. He really wasn't afraid of it. Dang, I did not write down who won. Aces and 8. Oh, yes, I did. Then for the main event of the night, it was Bully Ray versus Kurt Angle. It was good. 12 minutes match. Good match. Very physical. Angle was a good wrestler. He's a good. That's why he won the Olympic medal. He's a good wrestler. He's a tough guy. He's a good wrestler overall. I mean, how can you not like him? Very competitive. It was a good match. Like I said, they both were going at each other. It was a good match, but Angle was able to pull off the win. He got 7 points, which added to his score. I'm not sure how many points he had before, but now he has 7 more to add to that. And then at the end of the match, the Aces and 8 come out again. But this time, AJ Styles came out, Sting came out, and James Storm came out to help to defend off the Aces and 8. But that's what just proved that James Storm wasn't behind the attack when he came out to help fight with AJ Styles and Sting. And next week it will be Kurt Angle versus James Storm. Since Kurt Angle still thinks that James Storm is behind the Aces and 8 attacks, next week it will be Kurt Angle versus James Storm. It was a good TNA. Could have been better, but it was good. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I took 5 points, 0.5 off because there was no Jeff Hardy, and 0.5 off because there was no Hulk Hogan. But it was still good, a good TNA Impact. They could have did a little bit more, but I mean, it was still good. I liked it. So I gave it a 9 out of 10. So that's my review for TNA Impact. If you like the video, you can like it. If you dislike it, you can dislike it. Leave your comments. You will get a response within 24 hours. You have to check out my channel. I did a SmackDown review. I'm going to do a Superstars review tomorrow. I did a Raw predictions video, and Tuesday will be my Raw review. So I'm trying to get my videos back on schedule. So if you ever miss any Raw, SmackDown, Superstars, or TNA, check out my channel for all the latest wrestling information. And make sure you subscribe.